Alright, what is up guys, DogPD23 here with another LEGO review. Today we are doing the new 2020 John Grievous Starfighter. This set has 487 pieces and it retails for a whopping 80 bucks. Let's get into a close-up. First up for the minifigures we have General Grievous. It's his episode 3 white that also came in his 2014 Spirit Bike and I believe the 2018 Combat Speeder. So I feel like the white is more accurate. I do remember in 2010 to 2012 they used that tan color and that was pretty accurate for the Clone Wars, but I feel this white is more closer to the episode 3 look. Let me take off his lightsabers. So there you go, and you can take off these side arms, which you'll have to do fit him in his ship, but this is him all broken down. It's a really nice figure for John Grievous. It really resembles him well in this minifigure kind of form. Next, you have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I know people hate this minifigure because, as you can see on his torso, it's the one from the Battle of Mustafar set that came out earlier this year, I believe. And it's not accurate to the movie, to where in the movie he had no marks like the ones, as you can see here, on his kind of torso area. So, but other than that, it's a great looking minifigure. Just wish that was more accurate to the movie. He does come with his lightsaber and his pistol that he considers for far uncivilized age. There's backprinting too, which still has that damage, so can't really do anything about that. And he also has a double-sided face, that scared face. Next and last minifigure, sadly, might be the draw from many people, is this new Airborne Trooper. Now, what makes him new is he has a slightly bit different torso printing, which I'll show you in a bit, compared to the older 2014 one from the YouTube Power Troopers Battle Pack. But just an overall well done figure. I know some people were disappointed from this minifigure because they thought it'd be a Commander Cody Phase 2, but don't let that take away from this well done minifigure. It does have a new nougat colored head, which is accurate to the movie, which I like. But let's compare him to the 2014 one. Now the one on the left is new for 2020 and the one on the right is for 2014. As you can see, they're very similar. I do like the 2021 more because it has more battle damage, and the way I mean by that, if you look at his helmet, they are the same. Then go down to his torso, it has a more belly area. If you can kind of see how it's increased this kind of area right here, I like that. And then you get down to his legs and you can totally tell it has that nice boot printing from new for 2020. And you also have a little more detail with all the straps and everything there. And then also knee pads. Now what I also like is this, how they chose the dark gray kind of cloth instead of this light gray. I like that because it pops out more in the Clone Trooper. This light gray kind of blends in. Alright, that's it for the minifigures. Now let's get into the close-up of this ship. Here is General Grievous' ship. Now, one of the cool features about this set is, if you didn't know in episode 3, the ship actually lands like this. And this was the first time that LEGO could make this model land the proper way, so that's nice. Don't know how they got it. I think I was partially using these, if you can see the slope down here works. But I like that feature. So let's start from the back. So from the back, First of all, this is really easy to hold. As you can see, but it's really easy to hold, swish around. So that's good. In the back, you have this part that I can fold up and down, so it can be down when it's landed, and when it's flying, you can be in the proper upright position. After you get to the cockpit, we slide it open. I like how they create those two joysticks. That fits nice, and you also have the printed controls. Now, you take General Grievous, you do have to take off his other two arms in order to fit him in, but he just kind of slides right in there. Whoops. Let me put them back together real quick. I will say, let me show you actually real quick. One thing I don't like about this General Grievous mold is that that's the farthest his head can go. You push any more and then it just unclips back there. So wish that was made a little bit better, but that's alright. So we take his strip again, and then he just kind of slides right here. He doesn't attach to any studs, just slides in like that. Then you slide this back. That's how you secure him. This cockpit piece is not new. It came in the 2010 General Grievous Starfighter, but it does have new print, and I'll show you in a bit because I have the 2010 one with me. Now, as you move along, we do have these two stud shoes here that if you shoot, just like that, and if you just so happen to lose them, they do give you extras, which I have right here. So they give you two extra studs, so that works out. Now if we look onto the wings, these are really nice wings, but the kind of hidden feature is you can slide these open on each side, and you can throw in his lightsabers just like that, and you kind of close it up. And you can also do that on the other side. And then the final play feature is, if you can look on the bottom, you have that spring-loaded shooter, which I like because it's concealed and it's right where the torpedo should be. All you have to do is, as you can see, there's these kind of button right here, and while you're flying it, you just hit it like that and fires that. And if you do lose that, you have another one, so you just reload. You could probably guess your Obi-Wan Kenobi. So just have him stand there. You guys shoot him and miss. Alright, now let me get into the comparison of the two Starfighters. Okay, so here's the two different Starfighters. On the right, you have the General Grievous Starfighter from 2010. On the left, you have the General Grievous Starfighter from 2020. Now I am missing, I believe it came out in 2007. They had an older one, but that one was probably the worst one made out of three. Now, as in starting from back to front, first of all, this Starfighter cannot do that. Oh wow, I did not know that, but it can also do that kind of landing feature. I did not know that. I've never actually tried it, but that's cool. It's never displayed in the box, I don't believe that's why. But kind of side by or look at it like this. The 2010 one is a little bit longer, I think, but I think the 2021 is a little more smoother, as in the edges. As you can see, it's a lot more smoother here, not really much studs showing. Then you have the 2010 one, which has more exposed studs. So I do like the 2021 more in that aspect. However, if we go back to the cockpit, as you can see, there's a little bit different printing in the cockpits, but not much difference. Now, if you look at the 2010 cockpit, it's just stickers in that controls. I feel like the 2021 is more detailed, with having those printed pieces instead of the stickers. But that's just my opinion. Now, as we move up towards front of the ship, I do have to give it to the 2010 ones for having these blasters. I feel like they look a lot better than these wimpy little stud shooters, and stud shooters don't really do anything, so you lose that. As in, if we go to the wings, of course the 2021 used the wings as storage, while the 2010 one actually uses the wings as these flick fire missiles. Yeah, remember these? Yeah, they used to work well. You just go, you can push them out or you can flick them out, and they have both on each side like that. So I prefer the 2021 actual 2020 version actually, because I hate leaving the lightsabers off to the side or something like that. Now if we go to the undercarriage, as you can see, the Giant Grievous Starfighter 2000 has that bomb or torpedo per se. That 2021 has spring-loaded shooter. Now looks wise, I will have to say 2010 one might look nicer with the bomb. However, 2020 version adds the feature of it being fired, but also I'd say that spring-loaded shooters, I know a lot of people might not like them, but I think they're better than just having that bomb, because it looks more like an energy bolt as seen in the Star Wars films. That's why I like them. So I think they're a great feature, and you could kind of say that that's a proton torpedo pod then, I guess, and then you have that energy bolt that shoots out. So that is my comparison of the two sets. Now let me get into the pros and cons and we'll end the video there. Alright, so for the pros and cons, let's start with the pros. I think that first of all, the minifigures, especially the Utapau Troopers, are good. Most of them are good. I'll get into that a little bit later in the cons. But another pro is having the storage. I always like having storage on the ship where it won't really affect the ship's structural or integrity or look. And then it's nice to where you don't have to have a chance of losing the accessory or having it just throwing it into the cockpit and making it look not as good. Another pro is having, like I said, having that spring-loaded shooter there. It's very nice look for it. Another pro, of course, is having it be able to land like that. Now, as for the cons, there's a decent amount of them. One, of course, is Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's a great minifigure, especially if you don't have a Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi to lead your troops. I just wish it was in the Utapau outfit, and I'm hoping that, like, if you didn't know, LEGO changed the minifigure, one of the bomber minifigures for the Resistance bomber back in 2017, I believe. I hope they do that with this General Kenobi right now. It'd be perfect. It's just such an easy fix. Just change out the torso and it'll be a good minifigure to lead your 212 troopers. Another, I guess, con is the stud shooters. Like I said, they don't look good. They aren't that much fun to play with. I think they can just get rid of it altogether. Now let's consider this. This set has up and downs. Personally, I think this set is a great set. Don't look at the price point, just look at it as being a display model or a play model. It's great. It's a huge improvement from 2010 version. We needed one since it's been a decade. The figures that come with it, they're awesome. The main draw, of course, many people will be the Airborne Trooper. Of course, if you have General Grievous, that could be another main draw. But it's hard to buy at the $80 for only having close to 500 pieces. The price point is just not there. Maybe it was there if they threw in another minifigure, maybe some droids, maybe even throw in a crab droid and 212 trooper, and that'd be worth it, you know, because you've seen crab droids on that platform on Utapau. But overall, if you don't look at the price point, is a pickup, but at the price point you might want to wait for it to go on sale and then pick it up, because the set's really nice, but it's hard to beat that $80 price point. Alright guys, that's my review of the General Grievous Starfighter. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.